Eyeballs, I had jokes.
Welcome back, guys. It's episode 172 of I Put Head Chokes. Got me, Mr. Alex. I almost said Mr. Cool, actually. Mr. Alex here. And Mr. Cool is sipping on his tea or...
My water. Yeah. Warner Brothers.
I mean, I had some tequila the other night and I had some other stuff. So I was just like, you know what? Let's bring this dial it back a bit and get some water, get some life-saving water, and just call it a day. But yeah, we're here mainly to talk about AEW Double or Nothing. First of all, first thing we want to bring up, unfortunately, is Hana Kimura. Unfortunately, took her own life not too long ago. I think on when was it, Friday or Saturday?
I believe it was Friday.
Really sucks. It's she had huge potential. She was really great in the ring. Really sweet looking person. She looked like from a lot of the tweets I saw, a lot of people that like actually knew her, and even the foreigners that would go and wrestle in Japan, like the British, the Americans, or whatever. Like they said, whoever met her was like she was like the super gaijin helper. Like she would help the foreigners out the most, and like because she liked, she was that type of person, that bubbly. But unfortunately, it always comes down to
how much
social media and
how much you're willing to deal with from pretty much any aspect. Like it comes to a point where
for no reason, just for fucking troll, and it just blows because like she had so much ahead of her and she just couldn't take it. And the sucky thing is, like, I don't know if there were people there that told her like, hey, you could do this, don't even worry about these people, or if people just didn't know. Sometimes people don't know. You could put on a face, you could put on a mask and be like, yeah, I'm great and this and that, but beneath, like, it's just fucked up. So like, just guys, be nicer on social media, please. Like, we already lost Shad Gaspard last week. On top of that, we lost Hana Kimura in the same fucking week.
Yeah, it's such a shitty fucking week.
Man, it's a shitty fucking week. It's a shitty year. Let's all be nicer to each other, please. Like, it's just, it's cliche, and you've heard it a million times on TV, on the radio, on podcasts, whatever you listen to, whatever you watch on YouTube. Let's just be together on this one. Like, we're already all going through some shit. Like, how about we not pile on social media wise, like, and just let's try not to be trolls. There's always going to be assholes out there, but for the most part, like, don't
add to it. Don't if it's in bad taste, you don't need to add to it. Like, as much as we claim to be assholes, it's not always in bad taste. It's limits, and we are assholes to each other based on our relationships with each other and other people, but it doesn't have to go outside that. Like, just know how to talk to people and know how people want to be spoken to.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. Like, it's communicating. Communicate how people want to be communicated with. Either that or just don't do it.
If you have
plain and simple.
It's like there's no reason to say it.
Yeah.
But, our condolences to her family and her friends and whoever knew her, like, which is a bunch of fucking people in the industry and within entertainment overall. So, like, condolences to the family, and we wish she was still here. Crazy shit is, like, I had a fucking, on top of the Sakura Genesis, I had a Stardom fucking thing booked, and she was supposed to be there too. So it's like, it's so fucked up. That's why I got really upset when first thing I wake up to, I see in my feed, it's like, boom. I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I lost that.
Fucking sucks.
It
sucks.
Hopefully we can all here move on from this sucky ass fucking year. But yeah, so let's just move on to Double or Nothing, I guess.
Before we get to that, we can go with a little bit more of the Shad Gaspard news. He got big. He got some big donations. I think one of the biggest was 40,000.
Like a secret donation from John Cena or some shit like that.
Somebody somewhere, no one knows who. Everyone's speculating that it's him. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm just happy that we have this type of person in the world that's willing to give 40,000. We see that a lot of people from AEW actually donated. Kenny Kenny Omega, I believe, did as well. Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, and like it's really necessary. It's really necessary to have people do this, but there's nothing. There's really no but. There's really no but. I'm just happy.
I mean, it's awesome to see, honestly, because I mean, we're all in a shitty situation, and I'm pretty sure, like, not to say that Shad Gaspard didn't have his like affairs in order or monetarily or whatever. I'm pretty sure he did really well.
Yeah,
like he was the body for Kratos in the newest God of War. Like that was him doing all that stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I mean, I've been watching Birds of Prey because he's in that. He's like the skate.
The show or the movie?
The movie. He's in a Harley Quinn movie. Yes.
I didn't even recognize him.
He's he's the last guy. You know when right before like the last 30 minutes of the movie when all the girls are pretty much in Harley Quinn's secret hideout and they're like so like right around when
she is in it. Oh
yeah.
When they're like fighting around down there and they're like
the
girls trying to like run away and shit. Yeah.
He's the guy who gets kicked in the nuts by Harley Quinn with roller skates on. Yes, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
And he's had a few other roles, but that's just the latest thing that I knew that I had still available for me to watch. So I said, "Fuck it, let me watch that." Even that tiny scene is just like it's good enough for me.
Crazy because like my we were watching my
friend Kratos though. Kratos.
We were watching our friend play. I'm
gonna play that tonight.
We were watching our friend play God of War the other day, and like he was streaming it, and my friend who knew Shad and knows JTG, he was just like, damn man, he was fucking sucked. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it's like watching Shad and his son in the game. I was like, don't say that. Like it was
I don't think I'm gonna play this game now.
Yeah,
I don't want to play this game now.
Like, I was like, why'd you go? He was like, nah, he just sucks. He was like, that was the homie. I was like, nah, you're right, 100%. But yeah, you know, our condolences to that family as well. Like, I hope everything, you know, hope they find the strength to like not move on, but you know, like actually just keep
pull through. And I definitely want to give a big shout out to JTG because he's there. He's there as a brother, as someone who's going through this as well. Like I didn't know their friendship and just them tagging in wrestling was just something that led through like pretty much from the beginning, like right after high school years. I had no idea. And as he keep posting and tweeting and things like that, there's more information that's coming out. So it's a lot. I just hope it doesn't get him too down. I hope this is something to make him like keep pushing forward and just stay down with the family. Like that's all I can hope for. Yeah, and I guess that's our transition to double.
Yeah, I guess we could move to Double or Nothing.
I'm gonna play my God of War tonight.
No, play it. Honestly speaking, I might do the same shit because I saw him playing and I was like, I kind of want to play it again in 4K, like straight up. So I might end up doing that. And then there's the added reasoning for it. So yeah.
I didn't know I did not know that was him.
I figured I learned that like about 3 or 4 days ago when my friend said that shit. I was like,
wow.
I was like, hey, that was him. I was like, oh shit. So yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
I guess we could get to Double or Nothing. The first match being the Best Friends versus Private Party. Best Friends won.
Good match.
It was a decent match. It was the opener. This is
the one thing I want to say. I want to say immediately that I like about AEW over WWE's pay-per-views, just for this one bit, is still having an audience of the people you're working with around you. Like, I understand WWE, they're like filming one match and then they go on to the next one and filming another match and go on to the next one. And like people are pretty much like filtering in and out, but with AEW, at least like they seem like they're the audience. And they had a little bit of a crowd. They had a tiny bit of a crowd. It might have been like friends and family. But
friends and family, and I believe like some of the crew that's not that extra-handed crew, I guess.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool to see, and I like that aspect. Like at least you're getting, if you're not getting cheered from actual fans and this and that, like you're at least
fans of you.
From from your co-wrestlers, from your co-workers, and so it's pretty fucking cool that they're still doing that. And that was
because Moxley said like that's one thing that really pushed him.
Yeah, it's true. So I mean, and the funny thing is like I'm watching this shit the whole time, and you see like Billy Gunn, he's in the crowd like fucking yelling and shit, like, and I'm just like, oh, like bet I like animated band would be, and they were all pretty animated, which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Thing out. But yeah, like you said, that Best Friends and Private Party match, it was pretty good, and that was a #1 contendership, right? For the tag
yes, it was #1 contender. Had a little bit of a couple, maybe 2 or 3 sloppy moments. Yeah. And I get it. I don't want to say ring rust is there, but we haven't seen Private Party in a while. They had one match on Wednesday since this whole situation happened. So I get it. I would say I don't want to say ring rust, but that would be the only reason why.
I mean, it's to be expected. If you're not showing up as much in this, like it's completely 100% okay, and that's why like. I kept seeing tweets here and there like, oh, this is sloppy, this and that. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, that part was sloppy, but the rest of it shouldn't be completely destroyed just because of one sloppy spot. Trust me, I've seen a million sloppy spots with WWE itself, so it's like you really can't get that upset.
But on the flagship pay-per-view, so I get it, but...
Okay, I get it, but then at the same time, like, these people are still going out there to perform, risking their not their careers, but risking their lives somewhere.
Lives and their health.
So like it's I with WWE I'm giving leeway with every single promotion right now. Whoever puts shit out, like hey, go for it. I even watched some of the golf that they did yesterday between Brady and
how was that?
It's pretty decent. It was raining like a motherfucking in Florida, so like that was the main issue. So you didn't really get a crazy thing.
That Florida rain is ridiculous. Yeah. Like it comes down to like 10 minutes.
No, it's been like raining like nonstop almost over there.
Is it hurricane season?
No, that starts in
that's
August, September.
Yeah, that's later.
All right, so we can move on. The next match was which actually took me by surprise was Casino Ladder match. We had Orange Cassidy, Joey Janela, Luchasaurus, Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, Kip Sabian, Darby Allin, Colt Cabana. And the surprise entry, Brian Cage,
won the match.
On top of that, won the match. I think it had some sloppy moments again. Like there are people that sometimes might not mesh well, but for the most part, I had fun watching it. Honestly, I like the fact that Brian Cage was just annihilating people left and right.
I like how he like burst out from under the damn huge poker.
Yeah, they piled everything on him. 5 of them went to go fucking pick up the big ass poker chip and put it on him just to keep him down there. Like it was pretty.
Orange Cassidy did that too. Like of all people to help with that, Orange Cassidy should have.
That's how you know it's important. Like to have that shit.
I kind of wish he would have just been laying on it like this while they would have been picking it up, or and then they would have just threw him off of it or whatever. But it was still a pretty cool spot. I like Taz as a manager already.
I like it too. I want him to be. I mean, he's still gonna be on commentary, probably most likely. But at the same time, like him being a manager, like it looks right. And the funny thing is, like you saying that, my friends also said the same thing. Like, yo, Taz as a manager, because we were all watching it on our gaming Discord, and like, I was like, Taz as a manager works, and we were.
I prefer him. I prefer him as a manager as opposed to a commentator. And it's more so based on how he used to wrestle. How he used to wrestle is pretty much how Cage kind of is. And he's a fucking animal. He's a beast. He's a machine. He is the machine. So it's like we get that intensity back from Taz. We haven't had that in a while. We haven't had that since, I would say, maybe 02, 03, maybe. I'm not really familiar.
Let's say, for example, now if he's on commentary and shit, he could bring that edge into commentary whenever Brian Cage is in the match. So you have him, being the color commentator, going for his guy, and possibly intervening from the commentating. So like you never know what you could actually do with it. But like I said, I think everybody's in agreement that Taz as the manager really works, especially for Brian Cage.
It definitely does. What do you think about the Luchasaurus spots?
I liked it. I like Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus is super entertaining. He's very good in the ring, and I just think that he just missed a couple of spots, which is fine with me. He's trying to put on a show. Like I said, everybody's trying to put on a show. And I don't mind it, dude. Like people, you're gonna miss spots. You're not gonna be perfect all the time. But
I just think he's too lucha. And I get it, it's his name.
Luchasaurus. Like
I know, but it's to an extent where it's just like, great, you're that damn athletic. It's like if LeBron James could do like lucha shit, pretty much. He has that type of build. And I'm just sitting there looking like, just fuck him up and win the match.
I mean, he could have if he was.
Yeah.
He's that much of a beast. I agree. I would like to see a little bit more like brawler mentality, like go fuck people up. Bruise people up. But honestly speaking, like until I don't know if it's he doesn't feel comfortable with it or if he just likes the lucha shit. Like
or maybe it's just the build too. It's just as far as him building up everything around him and himself as well, because lucha. What is it? I forgot the name. Jungle Express. Like they're doing great. They're doing
all building off each other, kind of like New Day-ish, which is pretty cool. I mean, even Marco Stunt's little ass was in the fucking came out of nowhere. I was like, why is that little ladder there? And I was like, oh, that makes
the little
sense.
ladder was really great. Oh my god, it was really great. But it was just like, not even. I had no problem with the little ladder. It was just like, okay, where are all the spots at? The one spot that really, really got to me was the Darby Allin spot.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you tried too hard, too fast. Like you just came in. Like,
yeah. Like, are you like take it down a notch, build up to it, build up to them. But I get it. If the match is supposed to be, that was one of the longest matches. That was 28 minutes. So with that, fuck it. If you come in at minute 5, you might as well do it at minute 8, just so you can have time to recover and go through everything else. So
I also like how they did it too. They all didn't start at the same time. Excuse me.
Well, it was like the casino.
Intervals.
Yeah, it was pretty much like the casino battle royale.
Yeah. So like I kind of really liked it. That's how it was. Like it's a new take on the ladder match because like anybody within the first 2 minutes could like just run up, like do the finisher, run up and do whatever. But
they have some matches. AEW have some different match types, and I like it.
That works, yeah, and they work. That's the most important thing too. But yeah, I think we can move on from here to so Brian Cage won and on his debut, and he's now the number 1 contender to Jon Moxley's AEW World Championship.
I'm ready for it.
I love that fucking championship belt. Every time I look at it, I'm like, that shit is pretty.
Yeah. Like
I'm like, it's gaudy, but it's pretty at the same time.
It's a men's belt. It's a man's belt.
It's like the funny thing is like you could say the same thing about the WWE, like Universal or WWE Championship belt. Like they're big belts, they're gaudy, but like it just there's something missing. And when I look at the AEW one, I'm like, it glitters. It reminds me of the New Japan one, so that's why I like it because it's big, but it also like has impact. When I look at the WWE one, I'm like, okay, like that's how I feel. I'm just like,
it's just big. It looks like a nice championship ring. That's what it looks like, and I've been saying this forever.
Championship ring. You're absolutely right.
That's all it is. It's just like, okay, it's the logo. It's nothing spectacular about it. So it's like if you have that belt,
small kind of like AEW's has it, and like put a bunch of metal work around it, it might look sick as fuck. Who knows? But hey, I mean that's what they have. Moving on to the MJF and Jungle Boy match, which I thought was pretty good.
It was really good, and I really like the fact that MJF is winning with regular fucking wrestling moves. Yes, he is.
Undefeated. I did not know that he's undefeated in his AEW period. Like, I was unaware of that. I was like, wait, what? Well, I mean, except for the one time he didn't get pinned in a 4-way match. So he did lose, but overall, like, he's technically undefeated. Like,
undefeated in one-on-one matches, I like it. Like, he's going a long way. He's going a long way. Between there's about 3 or 4 people that you can see that they're building them up. If not for all of the people, there's about 3 or 4 people that you don't think they're building up, but they're building up. Like Darby Allin is one.
Yeah, they're building that boy up.
Pretty much the people that you haven't heard about last year this time, and that's when you started hearing about them. That's when they're building up. MJF, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, even Kip Sabian. They're pretty much building him up as well.
Yeah, little by little. You can see that they're doing it little by little.
Yeah.
After that, we had the TNT Championship.
Okay, let's talk about the championship.
Wait, hold on. That's Archer in a pretty good match.
It was a very good. It was.
We expected from both of them. Honestly, we've seen both of them. We know what both of them are capable of.
We knew who was gonna win.
Yeah.
Like he's been putting over everyone. He's been making everybody somebody.
Take a little bit of the pie for yourself. Like, I'm perfectly fine with. 100% fine with.
You know what's funny? The people that I just named about who they're building up are people that had their better matches with Cody. Darby Allin, they had a tie.
Oh, that was an amazing match. He didn't even lose. That was
exactly awesome. The tie, and then the second match was a loss. Like that, the second match was actually for the title. It was the tournament. So not a bad loss. And you see how long it took them to actually get their second match.
And I'm fine with them doing it that way. Like, it doesn't all have to be bam, bam, bam. And I think they realized that after working in WWE. Like, they got a lot of that from New Japan. Like, you don't have to necessarily dig back in the well every single time. Like, you don't have to have the same match back to back to back to back. Like, give it a couple months in between. Like, you could always revisit things. Just keep that seed planted and call it a day. And
you could just talk about it. Like, that's the one thing. Like, a lot of the stuff in WWE, it gets lost in translation of, okay, I hate you today. I'm still holding this grudge next week and for the next 2 months. And then after that, you barely hear about it the next time they fight. And the next time they fight is not as important, although they still have that history. So they don't talk too much about it. They'll talk about it. They'll, like, just have one sentence of, oh, yeah, they fought each other 6 months ago, and that's about it. But it's a lot to it. Like, and granted, a lot of it is new because, like, the Darby Allin match, that was one of the first matches on Dynamite. So it's a reason to really talk about that. Same thing with his match with Kip Sabian. That was one of the first pay-per-view matches he had. Yep. So it's a lot to it. I just hope that they really continue this streak of selling the matches down the line.
Yeah, absolutely. So about the TNT Championship. Initially, I was like, ugh. You saw all my vomiting things that I sent into the group. But then after looking at it and knowing that it's not finished, knowing that that's the other thing that it's not.
That's the main thing. It's not finished. But it doesn't even look finished.
It does look. So I could see it looking better. I don't know if it's the fact that it's a bright red that throws me off. That might be it.
So what you're saying is you don't like the old Universal title?
Was that one bright red? It wasn't bright red. It was just like regular red. This one's bright.
When it first came out, when Finn had it, it was bright red.
It was?
It got aged.
Well, aged red, like a regular red from bright red. If it was a regular red, that's fine. Actually, let me just pull it up here. Let me just look at it.
It's not so bad. Like, somebody actually, like, put it in Photoshop and start playing with it instead of it being instead of it being silver. Like, they made it gold instead, and it looks really good gold. It looks really good gold instead of silver, but I like the silver. I like the side plates.
I think if they were to put gold, yes, you're 100% correct. Like, it doesn't look bad. You can tell that there's place. The TNT, that's gonna be gold. That's laid out like it looks like it's missing the gold part in the TNT.
Yeah. Like, between that and I'm guessing some of the logo, because it's layers to it that's missing, and you can tell it's a lot missing, and what should be missing.
The logo is gonna be missing.
It's too smooth. It's too fucking smooth.
Right now, I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10, 6.5. I'll be lenient because of the fact that they haven't gotten all this shit on it. my initial reaction when I saw it, I don't know if it was the camera angle, but I was like, But then, like, after really looking at it, I was like, okay, it's not finished. You're probably still gonna add some stuff to it. I'm like,
I could have sworn I sent the link to you guys too in the group chat. But I don't know. I think I sent a link to the group chat.
Oh,
with the title.
I think it looks. It's decent for now.
Because they had pictures from earlier in the day with pretty much with Tony Khan and everyone that's involved as far as the EVPs and Tony and stuff like that. So like, it doesn't look bad. It just looks bad from afar. So yes, like looking at it on television, looking at it like while it's in motion, it does bother me as well, being that it's unfinished. It's not like, it looks bland. There's no sparkle to it.
That's what it is. It looks, that's my main thing. Like when you look at the AEW Championship, it looks beautiful. It's sparkle. Yeah. It's like, yo, I want that shit. Like when you look at this one, you're like, okay, it's not as bland or as bad as the 24/7 title, but
nothing's that bad. And, oh my God, everybody was pulling that clip off.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what it is? To me, it looks like the fucking tag team belts. That's my problem for WWE. It looked bland because of that. Now that I know
everybody was comparing that, yeah. I really hope they add some gold, some diamonds, some like it needs color. It needs more than just these three colors. It needs more than red, silver, and black. It needs more than that. And it's crazy because it took less than 5 hours pretty much since they like tweeted the picture for people on Twitter to actually pull up the old clip from Double or Nothing last year, Starcast, when they were talking about, our titles are going to look good. When they were pretty much shitting on 24/7 title. Like, people don't waste any time.
No, I mean, it's the internet.
And people hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see. So
the internet always wins, bro. The internet is undefeated. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So, like, they're gonna look at the smallest thing that you said and they're going to be like, nah. That's it. Here, this is what you said last time. It's like, yo, fam. Like, that's why they even said it's not finished on the show. Like, during the show.
I like the side pieces. The first two side pieces are supposed to be Ted Turner's house.
That's dope.
Yeah, and like Cody was going on a whole little rant about like the title means a lot because of the Turner history and the Rhodes history together with WCW and everything before that as well. So it's like, it means a lot. The title is amazing. I think he sees what we're supposed to see in the title already. Like, as far as
he knows what it's gonna look like. That's why he's like he wanted that shit. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait until it's done to make a final judgment, and then from there we can go from there.
I like that. I like the Arn and Jake the Snake stuff going back and forth. I like that. It was. I enjoyed it. It was really good.
I like the fact that it's not that I like the fact, but I found it funny when Mike Tyson got up and took off his shirt and everything. I'm like, yo, you looking ripped, boy.
Oh, like, yeah.
I was like, you looking shredded. Plus, he's also getting ready to to fight again. And
I don't know, man. He gonna kill somebody. He gonna tell him like, you better stay down.
No 50-year-old should still be moving his hands that fucking fast. But no,
he's gonna have one of the best sports movies about his life.
I wanted him to be like, "This is your title." Like,
they should have give him a mic. Give him a mic.
Yeah,
give Mike a mic.
But no, it would have been pretty funny. But yeah, after that we had the Chris Statlander defeating Penelope Ford. It was supposed to be Britt Baker. She got hurt. She really fucked her knee up, like badly.
Okay, I didn't know it was the knee until the trainer had actually said something, and then even when he did say that,
I think something like that. So like she going into the knee. So like she fucked.
Because I thought it was going to be like a concussion or something. Because looking at the match that they had, that the women had on, it was a women's tag match on Wednesday, and they like whipped Nyla on top of her while she was in the corner. And I thought like her head like bounced a little bit too hard, but I guess she might have like landed, like, I guess Nyla probably landed on Britt's leg a little bit bad. So I don't know. I'm not gonna rip it apart and like.
Yeah.
Go look to it, but shit happens.
Things are freak accidents. Something just happens.
Yeah.
But it was
other than that, Other than that, it was definitely a decent match. I like how Kip Sabian came out with the crutches after the ladder match.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, like, how Penelope Ford tried to interfere in the ladder match, and she got thrown onto Kip Sabian and shit. So, like, who knows? Like, I mean, it was a good match. Chris Statlander, I think it was kind of a mismatch in terms of power, but I think Penelope Ford did good enough to have the upper hand for a little while. But
I really thought that Penelope would win this match if it wasn't for her being in the ladder match.
Agreed. Yep. 100% agreed. After that, we had Dustin Rhodes defeating Shawn Spears via pinfall. Okay, match. I mean, you know my feelings. Like, I love Dustin, but like, kind of hang it up. I'm sorry.
I wanted him to lose.
He needed to lose,
and Shawn needed to win.
He needed to lose.
Shawn
that was my issue. Huh?
It's not even that It's not even that Dustin needs to lose. It's Shawn needs to win.
Yeah, you pretty much brought him over practically for nothing at this point. So, like, make him...
No, because you got to remember, like, he wanted TV time. He wasn't getting TV time. He's getting TV time. A loss is a loss. Whether a win is a win. You're on TV, that's a win. And you're helping other people's characters as well as your own.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be helping Dustin's character at this point.
Nobody. Well, not nobody, but it should be a certain type of way. Like, the JKR match was good, and all the matches that Dustin had so far as the natural, really good, but
they've been pretty good. I mean, I can't really complain. It's just like, I just think...
Yeah. I don't think it's over for him. I just think it's over for him to be putting people over so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see like a mid-card challenge to his brother too, just for like funsies or whatever. You never know. That would be fun just to dip into that again.
Yeah.
They did that back for, what was it, All In?
No, that was Double or Nothing last year.
That was exactly. So you could make that for next year or whatever, or I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you could dip into that again.
We were really in Vegas a whole year ago.
I know already.
It's not even already. I want to go back.
Dude, I've been saying the same shit. So we have the AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida defeated Nyla Rose. I was not expecting that to happen at all.
I wasn't either. And I was kind of upset, and then everybody kept posting, for the culture. And I'm like, okay, that culture, I get it.
Yeah, the culture, I get it. And I don't know if it was a last-minute change or if they were going that way to begin with. Because, like, if you look at the promo, like, it looked like a pretty good fucking promo.
It was great. It was a really great promo.
Together really well. And, again, I always say about AEW, they put together their promos really fucking well. Like,
it's movie style.
Almost better than fucking WWE's, I think. They put it together more so, like,
almost
in our HBO or HBO like HBO sports films type shit. I mean, they're better overall. They are. But no, like I was not expecting it at all.
It was a really good fucking match.
It was.
No disqualification, no count out match. Like,
they were beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And when she got her with the Kinshasa, like that's not the name of it, but that's pretty much what the move is. Like,
yeah.
I was like, she gonna kick out, and she hit 3. I was like, what? So like, if that was always in the cards to happen, really cool, awesome.
I don't think it was though, but.
And if Nyla was like, yeah, this should happen, like I should lose my belt, especially like with what's been happening this week, like I get it.
Yeah.
If she went with it, fuck it, like, you know, because honestly speaking, let's be real, Nyla Rose could always come back and fuck them up and take the title right back.
Yeah. So and she was like, she doesn't have that many title defenses, so that's the weird thing that shows.
Sorry.
Yeah, but that was pretty much the reason why, like, I thought like she was gonna drop it. So like, it makes sense, but it doesn't. But at the same time, like I said, it makes sense for the culture. It doesn't for her reign. she has about, I think, like maybe two matches that she defended it in and actually won. So not the worst, but like you said, she can always come back.
Two defenses is already two more than Sasha Banks. So I mean, we've got shit to be worried about here. You know, like, come on. I'm just saying.
This is true.
I fucks with Sasha, but I'm just saying.
No, she has tag team title defenses.
I don't know. Now we have to rely on other people. You know what I mean? Bayley has more championship defenses than Sasha. Yeah, exactly. Drink the water. So after that, we had the AEW World Championship. John Moxley defeating Brody Lee.
I need more.
Choked him the fuck out. Good match. I like watching Brody Lee.
Yeah.
I like watching John Moxley. I don't know why, and I'm gonna say it, I don't know why Sir Wilkins fucking hates John Moxley for some reason. I don't know what it is. He be hating on Twitter. Yo, Wilkins, what's the deal? But
you better send him this clip too.
No, I'm gonna clip it and I'll put it on Instagram. But like, seriously, I don't understand what the deal is. I think it was it wasn't the greatest match, but it was a decent match. It was a
heavyweight title match. Like, think about it for what it was. It's two brawlers. It's not let me slam you. It's not the science of wrestling. It's the science of the brawl.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. It was two heavy hitters. Like, what?
I like the fact that he even like fucking kicked out at one after getting a paradigm shift. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like,
yeah.
I'm the exalted one, bro. Like, you know, I'm sure they're gonna revisit this again between the two of them. I'm pretty sure it's not over.
They have to, because
if not in the immediate future, at least like, you know, a couple months down the line, like, you know, just start picking on people. Like,
yeah.
So
I would really like to see like Brody get some of his followers from the Dark Order to be #1 contenders.
Or like tag team champs. Oh, like just to send them against John Moxley or something.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Like there's things you could do, and like I said, it was a decent match. There was nothing really too wrong with it. It was a good match. It's not even decent. It was a really great basic match. It was nothing. I love how he did the fucking paradigm shift into the fucking wood and broke through that whole thing. Like,
yeah.
I just don't see what other
the ramp, the walkway, whatever you want to call it. Like, it was great. He came up, busted open, hit him with another one, and it was over. Like,
it had its good spots, and it was good. And then he was like, fuck it. If he's gonna keep kicking out, I'm gonna just which is what he did, and called it a day. And you know what? He didn't tap out. He didn't tap out. He didn't get pinned. So he didn't get counted out, any of that shit. So you could be like, hey, yeah, you might have knocked me out, but you didn't beat me. So that's why you could keep it going overall.
Yeah, the whole Austin and Bret Hart storyline, I guess. Yeah. But it works.
After that, and last but not least, which to me, okay, I know it was a pre-recorded stuff.
I told you it was going to be produced.
No, I know it was. And I know it was produced. But I had so much fun watching this over WWE's shit.
Okay.
Like, if I'm comparing the two,
the Boneyard match or the House of Horror?
I'm not even gonna. That's a completely different thing. The Boneyard
House of Horror. What match are you talking about?
That's a completely different. I'm talking about the Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm comparing it to the closest thing.
Okay, the two last produced thing.
I'm comparing those two things. This one, even though it was produced, it was way more believable than the other one. It
was just so goofy. Like,
and it was
WWE's was goofy. Was way more goofy than this.
Yeah, because at least here you had people fucking each other up. You did, but in a manner that I don't know what it was. I think the pacing of the whole thing is what made it work. Like, just the pacing of how it worked out. Like, them showing up in football, like, you know,
that was great.
Everything. I was just like, that's smart, because
the intro was amazing.
And it's gonna hurt you if you don't have pads. So, and then you see the Elite, they just have like sticks and whatever, this and that. And I'm just like, okay,
you're gonna get your ass.
Of course, Hangman's not there, but then he comes out later in a fucking horse, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? And
greatest spot ever. Greatest spot ever. Hangman is getting a hell of a push as well. So
Everybody's getting little incremental pushes here and there. Sammy Guevara had a lot of time during that match. The funniest thing to me was when he was getting fucking German suplexed across the fucking field every single time.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights suplex. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. He was getting Northern Lights across the field from fucking end zone to end zone, which was hilarious. And he sold it perfectly. He looked like he was dead after the.
Yeah,
then, definitely. When he got chased again by the cart was hilarious. That was because, like, dude, when they hit him the first time, when I saw like the promo video, I was like, oh shit! I was like, he jumped into that shit and took a nice fucking hit.
Yeah, he took it. He took it right. He took it right. I swear to God, I thought he was dead when I saw that the first time. Like in live, like
I didn't notice it was that heavy, but like when you see him get hit, I was like, oh shit! So like him selling the whole thing about like the car coming at him, Kenny and fucking Matt again, like we're gonna get you, bitch. You better run. Like that shit. Of course, like when they started fighting, when Jake Hagar and
Hangman
started fighting in the bar, that shit was hilarious.
That was great. Like Hangman goes to find the bar.
He went to go find Sammy Guevara.
He was still chasing Sammy.
And he was just like, the bar's right there. Fuck it.
He said he told the horse, "Stay." Like really, like tie him up to something.
Exactly. Like you're a fucking cowboy. Tie him up. Let's be real. And I do like the fact that when Jake Hagar found him and he was just there sitting, he was like, bro, just poured him one, sat there and drank it. And he was just like,
all right, let's go.
Let me just get my triple shot or whatever. And it was pretty good.
Oh my God.
I love the Matt Hardy.
But wait, the pool table spot.
Oh yeah.
I would never want to do that. Never. Like I don't know what kind of wood that is, but that is like that's real tree.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Oh my God.
And also like them just smashing the fucking bottles over his head.
And not faltering at all. Like he didn't move. He was like,
what the fuck is wrong with you? Like
a fucking animal.
And they were smashing. Yeah, he is a fucking animal. Like they were smashing them. It might have been pre-cut or whatever, this and that. I don't know, whatever. But like,
I'm sure with sugar glass.
Yeah, he was eating them. And the pool part had me cracking up so badly. Like when he went through all the versions, he was just like,
yeah. Real fast. We have to talk about that. A lot of people were already mad about, that's in bad taste with the whole Shad situation. I didn't, because Shad died. They were basically saying, that's like a joke. That's like a slap in the face to Shad because Shad drowned. Like a lot of, I didn't put those two together at the time, and I still don't because it's comedy. You have to be able to take yourself out of
that was a comedy routine.
Yeah. And I wouldn't.
And this is the problem, and this is what I've been telling people.
I wouldn't have even wanted them to take it out of cut it either. Like leave it in. It is what it is.
My problem is, the thing is, if anybody understands that character, Broken Matt Hardy, you'd know that's like the fucking spring of resurrection and shit. That's why.
Lake of Reincarnation.
The Lake of Reincarnation, thank you. So like it was that's what it is. It's his Ra's al Ghul bullshit. Like it's that part of stuff. So if you're gonna take that out of context, that's not their fault. It's mainly your fault because you didn't know. Also not your fault because you didn't know. So but
he's been around since 2016, 2017. Exactly. So it is still their fault for not knowing. Exactly. If you didn't do the research and you don't want to do the research, that's completely fine.
I didn't even think of that connection, to be honest with you. Like that's why when you said it, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, what connection? But
I didn't see it either, and then I did. Of course, Twitter lets you know everything about how everyone feels, and I'm still like, nah, I'm fine with it. I'm completely.
That one wasn't that crazy for me.
Yeah. But it was really great. He transitioned into his three most famous Matts: Big Money Matt, Broken Matt, and Version 1 Matt. Like, what do you expect?
Of course, my niece is knocking on my door. But see that? Go to the living room. Anyways.
But yeah, I like the match. It was pretty much one of my favorite matches. If can you call this a match?
What, the Stadium Stampede?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a.
If you can call that Money in the Bank match a match, I guess you could call this one a match.
This one was way better than that one. So like,
yeah.
Because like I genuinely had fun watching this. Like I didn't have fun watching the WWE one because you know what it is? WWE shit, I think it's overproduced. That's my problem. Like that Money in the Bank match, that was overproduced. Like, oh, let's do this. Let's do this because it's great. No, let's let them take care of it. Let them decide what they should do. Let them direct it. Like, of course, you want to have your directors doing it and like working in tandem, but let the wrestlers do it. I think they let the wrestlers do it, and on top of that, most of them being EVPs are like, fuck yeah, we know that we should be the ones to direct how this goes. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's what made it so much better. And of course, like that one winged angel from like up that high. Like,
shit.
Sammy Guevara was eating it this whole fucking thing, and that's why. And honestly speaking, that's why he's gonna get a major push in the later down the line because
I want to know what his contract looks like because
he's been putting in that.
He's gonna get some bread. Renegotiation time.
Yeah, he definitely has. I'll be like, yo, look at everything I've done in the last.
Look what you guys done to me.
Pretty much. Still joke about it here and there on being the elite, like so.
Yeah,
he's obviously he's not part of the elite, but
it's all elite wrestling, so he is one of the elite.
Yeah, exactly.
I did like the spot with Santana pretty much threw Kenny Omega into the one of the areas, like he Irish whipped him from the guardrail from the actual stadium, like one of the not the mezzanine but one of the top areas, and he just threw him into like the abyss, the black zone. It was very it was very Nintendo 64-ish. It was great. It was great.
Pretty funny. No, I had fun watching it. Like that last match, the Stadium Stampede, made the pay-per-view for me, honestly. Not that it wasn't a good pay-per-view overall, because it was a pretty good pay-per-view.
It was just the main event for a reason.
Yeah, exactly, because you didn't know how ridiculous. Because I was iffy about it. I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna be dumb. Probably gonna overdo it like WWE. And then
I remember.
I was laughing. You remember? I said it last week. I thought it was gonna be dumb. So like this time, they proved me the fuck wrong. I'm happy they did, and I enjoy.
They usually do. They usually
do, and I'm happy that they do. I'm happy I'm proven wrong, and that's the most important thing for me. Like, because we've seen all this shit happen. Like we love how New Japan does their shit. We love how Ring of Honor sometimes does their shit, and WWE is it's just predictable. At least this way, yes, it's somewhat predictable, but then at the same time, there's little spins that make it work, and all these things made it work. So like for me, I give the pay-per-view like a 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, maybe an 8.
I'm giving it an 8. I have to give it an 8 with the 9-man Casino Ladder match and the 10-man Stadium Stampede match. Those two matches were the biggest matches, and shit, it held the most people, and everyone got a big push just based on screen time. Like Scorpio Sky and Joey Janela, they had great screen time during those matches. So can't really be mad at it. Like, I don't know, like no one lacked screen time for those two matches, which you would think they would, because that right there is 19 people. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of time to miss people.
They did what the MCU did in Infinity War, pretty much. Like they found time for everybody, pretty much. Even though if it might not be as significant, but whatever time they did get was significant enough for them to shine somewhat. You know what I mean?
I'm going with Hikaru Shida. I don't know how I can say that. Yeah, Hikaru Shida. What the hell is going on anymore?
Hikaru Shida.
Send him a throw. Hikaru. I know. I'm going with that win as the win of the night for me. Mm-hmm. It was a really good match, a really good back and forth, no DQ match, a lot of back and forth, a lot of spots, and a big surprise as far as matches go. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I knew it wasn't going to be bad.
Yeah.
As far as a singles match compared to everything else, even with the MJF and Jungle Boy match, that's still my match of the night. What about you?
I agree. I mean, the one that threw me off the most, like, I mean, that was it, because I had up until that point, I had MJF versus Jungle Boy. Like, it was a really good match. It was
that's my number two.
As much as I like the Casino Ladder match, as much as I like the Stadium Stampede, I think in terms of just one-off matches, that was the one that was holding it down for a while until we had the Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose, and her winning it topped the cake because it like put the icing on the cake because of the fact that like, hey, nobody expected it. And I like, yeah, you expected her to get somewhat close and lose, but when it came down to the last pin, I was just like, oh shit, like I just looked around to nobody in my room, like I was like, yo, this is fucking dope. Like she won. So that's definitely my pick of the night for match of the night, honestly. And surprise of the night, obviously. So and
it was just the
best night overall. So
I want to continue to see the build that they're gonna put for her though, because she has quite a build, but they have a lot more to do for her.
Oh, they definitely could still keep going, because like maybe we could get Big Swole in the picture now. We could get like,
oh my god, Big Swole was talking so much shit to Nyla Rose.
Oh hell yeah,
I think it was amazing.
Or maybe there's like another number one contendership match between Nyla Rose and Big Swole or whatever. Like just there's so many ways it can go. So like I'm pretty sure that we find whenever Britt Baker comes back, hopefully it's sooner rather than later. But from what he described in the injuries, it seemed pretty fucking serious. Yeah. So which I just wanted as her character was going, just started to get really going.
Yeah,
so,
like,
that's the sucky thing. But
yeah, well, we have time. But one thing I do want to see from Britt Baker before she gets back is a lot of not a lot of promos, but just enough.
Not even when you get back. If you just do promos from home, like because she probably can't do them. Fuck it, go for it. Like
she's gonna be injured fixing teeth. Like this, at least she still gets to work some way.
Exactly.
So like, I would love to see one of those promos. Like I'll be back, but this is what I'm doing on my off time. I'm still working, and I'm still working out.
Exactly. While I heal as a heel.
And then I got my heels ready too. Like, cause oh man, she's great. I like her.
But yeah, I think that's it.
That's pretty much it. Other than I like Dasha Gonzalez. She got a lot of not screen time, but she got a lot of announcing time. Like this was her first pay-per-view. And
I mean, yeah, because this dude wasn't there.
Justin Roberts, but he was there for the Stadium Stampede match. Like he did that. So
yeah, but like he didn't do the. He didn't do the
yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
And that was missing. Don't get me wrong. I fucked with Dasha, but like that. That's
pretty much like
shit. Like I love how he announces, and he's really good at that. So
that's like when Del Rio has Roberto Rodriguez.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Or Edge. Edge have Tony Chimel, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Like certain people need to have their personal announcers. He's great. That's the connection.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for being with us. You follow us on social media, on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _Alex25_. The guy on the other side at
MU_KEWLA.
Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/pokesandchokes. Instagram at Pokes Podcast. Redbubble and Threadless. We still don't have Teespring up yet for some reason.
It's backwards, isn't it? Right?
No, you're fine. And
okay.
Also, you can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Google Music or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Transistor FM. And yeah, I think that's it. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll catch you guys later.